So you're going to start shooting on film, you only need two things. First is a camera. This is my first camera. It's a point and shoot. It's super simple. All you do is you put film inside, point it, and shoot it. It focuses for you, it exposes for you, it winds the film for you. All you really have to do is point the camera and take a photo. Point and shoots also come with a built-in flash, so if you're shooting in darker environments, inside, or at night, it's best to use the flash to make sure your photos don't come out underexposed. If you're looking to have more control over your photos besides just pointing and shooting, then you're going to want to get yourself an SLR. SLRs are manual film cameras that have interchangeable lenses, and unlike point and shoots, you have to wind it yourself and manually adjust the focus and the lighting. Obviously, it's a bit more complicated, but it lets you take better photos and have more creative control over the photos you take. If you're confused about focusing, it's pretty simple. You're just going to look through the viewfinder and line up the split image. And if you're confused about lighting, luckily, most cameras have a built-in light meter which will be able to tell you if you're over or underexposed. Disposables are definitely another option if you want to get started shooting film, but I don't recommend them at all for a couple reasons. The first one being they're very wasteful. I mean, it's in the name, you use it and then you dispose of it. And also I found these cameras very inconsistent and I've usually found my results disappointing. If you're trying to get the same vibe as the disposable, I definitely recommend getting a point and shoot. With a point and shoot, you'll be able to reuse the camera, the quality is going to be much higher, and if you want to try out different kinds of film, then you're able to. If you're looking for a vintage point and shoot, the best place to find them would be eBay or thrift stores or camera stores. But if you're looking for a newer, more modern point and shoot, you can find those anywhere online. We're also going to start selling those on our website in like a week, so you'll be able to find them there too. If you're looking for having more control over your photos and you're trying to learn more about photography, then I definitely recommend an SLR. There's 3 SLRs that I always recommend that I call the big 3 of film cameras. They're super easy to understand if you've never picked up a camera before, and they take an incredibly sharp image. These 3 are the Nikon FM, the Canon AE1, and the Pentax K1000. You can pick these up at camera stores, eBay, or even thrift stores, and they'll run you a little less than $200. But if you get one of these cameras and you treat it well, it can last you for the rest of your life. And after getting your camera, the next thing you're going to need, obviously, is film. There's 3 different types of 35mm film: color negative, color positive, and black and white. If you're first getting started, I definitely recommend color negative film. It's pretty forgiving, and that's how you're going to get those warm, soft colors that we associate with film. When buying film, one thing you're going to want to look for is a number, as this is the ISO of the film. The lower the ISO, the more light you need to expose a photo correctly. So something like 100 ISO film would be perfect to shoot in broad daylight, where something like 800 ISO film would be better to shoot in kind of lower light environments. All SLR film cameras have a way of adjusting the ISO of what films in your camera, and most point and shoots do as well. A roll of film comes with either 24 or 36 exposures, and you'll have a counter on your camera which tells you how many you've taken so far. And at first this might seem a little limiting, but once you start shooting, you're going to realize you have many more photos than you initially thought. Now obviously there's different brands of film you can buy, most namesake ones being Kodak and Fujifilm. But there's also some fun experimental ones such as Lomography. Lomography Purple makes everything purple for some reason. But if you're just getting started shooting, I definitely recommend Kodak. A lot of people shoot Kodak Portrait 400. It's a great base film, and there's a lot of room for error whether you over or underexpose. However, it can be a bit pricey, but some cheaper options are Kodak Gold and Kodak Color Plus. I personally shoot a lot of Color Plus. I don't really like Fujifilm all that much, but I feel like I can't talk about starting 35mm film without talking about Fujifilm Superior Extra. One reason people love it is because of the price. You can get a 3-pack of Fujifilm Superior Extra for like, I think it's $16 now. The prices have raised a bit, but that's still incredibly low. I personally think it looks like dog, but a lot of people have taken a lot of great photos on it and live by it. So, you know, I guess it's good if you're starting and you're just trying to learn how to use your camera or how to get used to shooting on film and adjusting lighting and whatnot. But you know, it's user preference, whatever you like. Now the biggest question is, now that you got your camera and your film, what are you gonna go shoot? And well, go shoot anything. I recommend just bring your camera with you wherever you go. You never know when you're gonna find something cool. Take photos of your friends, trees, cars. Classic cars look really good on film, so I definitely recommend taking photos of classic cars. Once you're done taking all of the photos on your roll of film, you're going to want to wind the film back into the canister and send it off to get developed. Luckily, we develop film for only $10 a roll, which is like crazy cheap, with a 3-day turnaround. So let me tell you a little bit more about that. By the way, if you don't know who we are, my name's Cooper. I'm one of the owners of Z41. We're a film developing company that develops film for $10 a roll with a 3-day turnaround. We have a bunch of developers spread throughout the country, and we've been developing for nearly a year now. We're also going to be selling film and film cameras on our website, which I'm really excited about, because soon we're going to be able to offer everything you need to shoot and develop your film. We also have other like more fun stuff as well. We're about to release our first zine called Zine 41, which is, you know, is very clever. This one's theme is winter, and we've been working on it for a little since we started the company. I'm also gonna be uploading a lot more to YouTube because I want to make more videos because it's just kind of fun. But that's pretty much it. That's all you need to know.